Alright, so since you guys really seemed to like yesterday's video of fixing Gogeta Blue to be specific, I figured I would make it into a series. There was one comment in particular. In fact, I'll put your comment right here. You wanted Super Saiyan Vegeta, purple Super Saiyan Vegeta. And to be honest, yeah, he's not that good, but I didn't really need to change that much about him. I needed to change so little, in fact, that there's more than one unit in this video. So, let's just start things off with Super Saiyan Vegeta. Alright, here we are, Super Saiyan Vegeta. Honestly, his stats wouldn't change him. Nothing to change here. I really wish defense types didn't have to have such abysmal offenses, but at least they're consistent with it, so I won't change it. But in terms of all of his stats, there's nothing to really change here. In terms of his arts card, strike card can stay the same, blast can stay the same, big bang attack can stay the same, green cards can stay the same, ultimate can stay the same. Main ability, okay? Main ability, honestly, the only thing I would change is up the 30% strike damage inflicted by allies or your buddy for 30 timer counts. I would just make it 40% to all damage, and then that's it. Maybe give him some arts card draw speed in there, but he doesn't really need it. He's a defense type, so he doesn't need the arts card draw speed, but obviously I wouldn't be upset if you put it in there. Unique number 1, honestly, nothing here can really change. I don't have a problem with any of it. I would maybe change the ultimate damage to like 50%, just because, like, when it comes to sagas from the movies, it's not that easy to have a Goku on your team, weirdly enough. I know this Vegeta is specifically designed to be run with the Goku that is from the same movie, but more often than not, nowadays on movies, you're probably just going to run Metal Cooler. So, yeah, I wouldn't really change much about that. Now, for his last main ability, or unique ability, I should say, I'm not going to change anything here except the condition. Everything in here only activates when he changes cover. What I'm changing is, instead of activates when changing cover, just have these be when he enters the battlefield buffs. That's it. Just when he enters the battlefield buffs. Reduce damage received by 45% for like 10 timer counts. Nullify unfavorable element factor, 10 timer counts. Applies the following, or actually, you know what? I'll actually keep the reduce damage received by 45%. Make that a cannot be canceled buff. Just make that a cannot be canceled buff from battle start. And then the rest of this, just when they enter the battlefield. Nullify own unfavorable element factor for 10 counts. I would just have that activate every single time he enters the battlefield, instead of reducing it to just once, or at least 2 or 3 times. Restore health by 10%. I would just have him do that when he enters the battlefield. Key by 30, same, 40% damage inflicted for 20 counts. Do it. Reduce damage received by 20%. I would have that be his cover cut. And then cancels own attribute downgrades twice. Just have that be a thing when he enters the battlefield. That's it. Most of these are just enter the battlefield buffs. They don't have to be locked to his cover change. And there you go. Super Saiyan Vegeta fixed. He's not OP or anything, but I'm not trying to make units OP here. I'm just trying to make them useful. I'm trying to make them good by looking at their existing kits. So yeah, there's Super Saiyan Vegeta. Now moving on to the next unit in this video. The next unit is Super Saiyan Transforming Gotenks. I'm not going to change his stats at all. I have him at 9 stars, so it's not the best showing of his stats. Future me put up what his stats look like from DBZ Space. Thank you. All right. When it comes to his arts cards, though, I'm not actually going to change anything about him from his pre-transformation except this. Transforms into Super Saiyan 3. Transformation lasts 40 timer counts. No, permanent transformation. Restore key by 50. You can keep that. Requirement, 5 timer counts must elapse. 15. We're going to make it 15 timer counts must elapse, but the transformation is permanent. Because the idea of timed transformations is so inherently stupid that they shouldn't exist. I understand that canonically speaking, it works. But fuck you, this is a video game. Stop trying to... Like, Bandai picks the weirdest times to be faithful to the source material. It's so stupid. But looking at this whole thing can stay the same. The only difference is I'm going to remove the arts card draw speed from here, and you'll see why in a second. But everything else can stay the same, maybe reduce damage received by 30%. Other than that, it's fine. Applies the following effects to self until transformation ends, in this case, when transformed. 50% of the damage inflicted cannot be cancelled. -5 the strike arts cost, -10 the blast arts cost. I'm putting the arts card draw speed there. So he just gets the arts card draw speed when he transforms, and I guess it can be like a cannot be canceled arts card draw speed, I suppose. I suppose if I'm gonna give it like a cannot be canceled condition, I might as well make his transformation timed. So maybe I'll do that, but instead of 40 counts, make it like 60. I feel like any transformation under the fact that there's only one unit in the game with a 60 timer count transformation, and it's the one unit that should have the short time transformation. Whatever. But yeah, I'm putting the arts card draw speed there instead of in his main ability. Reduce damage received by 30% until combo ends when changing cover. No. Just reduce 30% damage. Just reduce 30% damage and then add on an extra 20% for cover cut. There's your sustained damage cut there. 25% to strike damage inflicted when his character enters the battlefield. We'll just have that. And then the strike and blast hit can remain the same. So I suppose if I made his transformation permanent, he'd be like one of the best units in the game. So if you want to balance him out a little bit, you can still have his transformation be timed. But if you just want him to be broken, then make the transformation permanent. I suppose it's up to what you're trying to do with him. If you want him to be one of the best units in the game, you make the transformation permanent. If you want him to be a more balanced unit, you keep the time limit. There you go. There's Gotenks. I gave you 2 units in this video. So I do hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, hit that join button if you can. Really does help the channel out. And I will see all of you. Oh, wait, I keep forgetting all the links you could ever want in the description down below. And I will see all of you inmates back here at the asylum for the next video. Peace.